Right now, I'm next to Jeff and Kris. Why don't you get the phone, Kris? Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about Jeff, not about me. We'll talk about Jeff and something that he's very passionate about what he does, and but it's in a different realm as far as he doesn't do it with people. He does it with dogs and animals. Good.
So my wife and I started our holistic pet store up in northern New Jersey back in 2003.
Right.
And like I was telling you, it was just so ironic when my wife told me about you and how she said, you're doing for people what I try to do for animals, and that is feed them, you know, unadulterated, unprocessed, you know, true raw food. And, you know, we've been doing that since 2003, feeding and promoting raw diets for dogs, cats, and fresh foods for parrots.
Because raw food is the best for an animal.
Yeah, the nutrients are not denatured, amino acids remain intact, the body absorbs nutrients better. You know, I mean, the list goes on and on. Now, and it's a little different for dogs and cats because they are carnivores, but in theory, the concepts are the same.
For people.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's where, you know,
that's why all of a sudden you had an epiphany.
Yeah, and it took me 10 years.
10 years.
Jeez, look how great my dogs are living, and here I am, I'm eating steak and burgers and all this crap.
Right.
And I wonder why that I was, you know, I was 40 pounds overweight.
40 pounds overweight.
Felt horrible.
Felt horrible.
And about a year ago, we changed and we started our vegetarian journey, I like to call it.
Right.
And it actually led us to you about a year. Well, last summer we stopped by Arnold's Way here for the first time, and we said, you know, all the stuff, like I said, it's working for our animals.
Explain about vaccines too. Right now, I saw this yesterday.
Yeah.
And it got me really ticked off. Kris, why don't you read what it says? This is actually the front page of USA Today of March 28th. Get it.
All right, where are we at? Where is
Right
this?
there.
Headline.
Autism rates jump again. 1 in 68 children affected.
1 in 68. By the year 2050, according to that statistic, 90% of all kids born will have autism. 90%. You know what happens in this country? Done.
Yeah.
Done. You cannot function in a country where everyone has autism. You cannot. Impossible. Social Security, going down the tubes. You cannot work. Get Social Security. No one's working.
Yeah.
Bottom line, you can't have an army. You can't have a government. You can't have people. Gone. And people, Dad, why don't you talk?
Well,
I
say the same, and I say the same thing when it comes to me educating pet owners on how to care for their pets holistically and naturally. In that, first of all, most of the natural veterinarians and even a lot of the major institutions across the country now are suggesting that vaccine given after 6 months of age, good for life. Wow. So what do? We get a puppy when it's 6 weeks old. It gets 4 vaccines by the time it's 16 weeks old. Each of those 4 vaccines have 5 types of viruses in there. So technically it's getting like 20 vaccines by the time it's 4 months old. And then we revaccinate every year.
Wow.
The lucky ones die.
Wow.
And this is what I say. I say the lucky ones die because the unlucky ones live a life of severe gastrointestinal disorders, severe autoimmune disorders, skin and coat problems, chronic ear conditions, anxiety issues, and this is dogs and cats.
Imagine with children. 50 by the time they're age 5 years old.
It's incredible.
Kris, what do you say to all this?
That's really scary. I really regret get my dogs vaccinated now.
Well, but did you know, right?
I didn't know. And you know, my first dog I had, we didn't really do any of the vaccines at first. And then when we got our new dog, our little guy was 3 years old, and we're like, oh, we should probably do all this. So we bombarded both of them with them, and we actually stopped taking them to the vet because they were always sick. Something was always going wrong. And since we've stopped going, their skin conditions have gotten better, and they seem happy. So yeah,
it's incredible, isn't it?
But that's really scary. Now I'm worried about my dogs.
And here's the biggest problem. Obviously, we care about our animals.
For dogs, same thing holds for children.
Yeah.
Okay.
And where does this information come from? This information comes from the people we trust most. our veterinarians, our doctors, our pet care, our healthcare professionals. These are the people that are, and I don't care what anybody says, that are brainwashing us.
Brainwashed.
Brainwashing us.
Brainwashed.
Okay, whether it's our children or our own
That's
bodies.
right. It's scary out there.
I haven't taken antibiotics in 7 years.
Wow.
And
I've never taken antibiotics.
I used to take them because I was raised very conventionally. Oh, you're sick, take penicillin. You're
Right.
sick, take amoxicillin.
Right, right.
I literally take dog supplements off of my shelf and take that if I'm feeling a little under the weather.
Right.
Colostrum, B-propolis, then methylglycine, and then there's glandulars that, we can get into some other time. But I take all natural supplements now, and then when we...
I take bananas, by the way.
That's what I'm learning
Green
now.
smoothies.
There you go, yeah. So,
So you're in, where are you?
Bloomfield, New Jersey, Paradise
You
Pet.
drove an hour and 45 minutes, not for 1 day,
Not for 2 days,
or 3 days. To Lansdale, raw food, capital of the world. You made a lot of success stories?
We did. We made a few, and
Yeah.
we had a few success stories. The funny thing is when people back home said, "Oh, we told them we were going away for the weekend." They said, "Where you going?" I said, "We're going to Lansdale, PA." They said, "Where the hell is that?" And so I told them, "We're not just going to Lansdale, PA. We're coming to Arnold's Way, so we
Right.
can spend the weekend close by and eat a
Right.
raw diet for a
Right.
few days straight, and
Oh, good.
kind of reconnect not just with each other, but
Right.
also with some health,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we heard there was one gentleman, he was Lyme positive that just left here.
Lyme positive.
And I was talking to him, and he said he was in atrocious shape, and he was on the 30-day challenge, and he's well exceeded the 30 days. He feels fabulous.
Right.
His symptoms completely reversed.
Right.
And I actually asked him, I said, "So you're almost done with this?" He said, "No, I'm doing this forever." So,
And we have Gene back there. He'll do a story with Gene back there.
Yeah.
Do you want to do a story, Gene?
Sure.
Gene's life changed upside down in 29 days.
wow. So, yep.
It's my show. It's my character.
I can take the lead if you want,
Kris, anything you want to say? Kris is actually our new chef. She'll come out with a recipe book soon, hopefully in 2-3 months. She's now working on Sundays, and she is on a ball fire.
Yes, that's
Ball food capital of the
fun.
world.
I can't sleep at night coming up with recipes.
And there's Kale. Say hi, Kale. Kale's my housemate. We're talking yesterday. Yes, he's actually came from Delaware to move in with me.
Yep.
Anyway, this is Live from Arnold's Way with Jeff and Kris saying bye.
Bye.
Bye.